Det er ikke god, solid rock, som i den grad får publikum op at stå, der kommer til at mangle på årets Ringsted Festival. Det lykkedes at hente et af de store internationale rockbands til Ringsted, nemlig The Darkness, fra år 2000, og som allerede i 2003 debuterede på den internationale rockscene med albummet Permission to Land, med blandt andet numrene I Believe in a Thing Called Love, Get Your Hands Off My Woman og Growing on Me. The Darkness er pladeaktuel med albummet Hotcakes, som toppede i iTunes Best Album of the Year 2012. Vi har mødt de to brødre, Justin og Dan Hawkins, fra The Darkness.
Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now is one of the tracks on the latest album, Hotcakes. Is that somehow a motto for The Darkness, having gotten together again, for having more fun?
It's exactly what it is. It's a motto. Nothing's going to stop us now, even not having a suitcase arrive because of Scandinavian Airlines being unable to take it from my home to here successfully. It only had one pair of pants and a pair of socks in it anyway, so it doesn't matter really. But yeah, even that's not going to stop us.
Come on, people, tell me how you feel. You want a good time, well, you got yourself a deal. Oh yeah, you got yourself a deal. Oh.
How do you see your own roles on stage, and how do you prepare?
I think that the difference between off stage and on stage is a little bit like Clark Kent when he's working at the newspaper, or Superman when he's kind of responding to some kind of human crisis. It's when we're called upon to do our work, then we have a sort of slightly, not a massively different approach to everything, you know, which is, you know, what you see when you come to pay your money to watch us play live.
I suppose the stage is like the telephone box, isn't it?
The dressing room is the telephone box.
That's right, yeah.
And you feel like Superman when going on stage.
And sometimes it feels like we've spun around the earth so fast that it's gone back in time to the 1970s.
I feel more like Condor Man most of the time.
Okay. Last time you were here, you played as a warm-up act for Lady Gaga. And this summer you're headlining the Ringsted Festival. How do you feel about playing in Denmark under such very different circumstances?
Well, when we played with Lady Gaga, it was in the what was that? It's like a stadium with a roof over it.
National Football Stadium.
It's unbelievable. It was such a brilliant experience, and the crowd were amazing. And out of all the European shows that we did with her, that was the one where it seemed like the crowd were on our side, you know. So we feel, I mean, any sort of environment within Denmark that we're able to come and play, it feels good, you know, because we're excited about experiencing that response again, you know, whether it's in a club or a festival or whatever.
Is it basically any different performing in Denmark compared to other countries, say Australia, USA or England? Is it as fun here?
Well, actually, even within the USA, there's a wide spectrum of experiences that you can expect. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a bit depressing.
Sometimes it's shit.
Well, that's true. I mean, and I think that. I think it's easier to compare Denmark to the rest of Europe, really, and I think that our recent experiences as a support band showed us that even sort of compared to, you know, other Scandinavian countries, Denmark is exceptionally warm. And I've got friends here as well. Like I'm friends with Mika Van Borg and Mads Langer and some sort of real talented Danish musicians, and I really have a lot of respect for the music scene here, and I think that's reflected in the sort of not fanaticism but the enthusiasm that people have for music in Denmark. You know, it's like this country invests in its artists and nurtures talent, and I think that people appreciate it when bands come through. You know, so it's nice to be here and it's nice to play for people. my understanding of Danish music is that like it had a very large musical export in the shape of Aqua with the Barbie Girl, and you know, I think that there's a certain stigma attached to Danish music because of that, and I think we can appreciate that. You know, not being considered cool can be quite liberating. So you end up sort of with a lot of we're a real musical community that are trying to fight that perception, and everybody I've met, like I know that band Dune as well, who moved to Berlin. I just think there's loads of really talented people in this country, and it's like such a shame that Aqua's the biggest thing. I mean, I think soon there'll be someone who takes over. You know, I hope it'll be Mads. Actually, Mads Langer, I think, is really talented. One of my favourites.
What can we expect, or rather look forward to, with the Darkness shows this summer?
I think it'll be not dissimilar to kind of the show that we're doing now. I mean, when we have like a prolonged period of touring, we sort of hone the set and try and find the stuff that has the biggest impact and, you know, that's most fun for us to play, and I think that sort of translates. So by the time we get to the summer, we should have a, you know, some really tight rocking set, no kind of no bullshit.
We're kind of we're streamlining it a bit these days, in the fact that I think we understand that what people want from us is out and out rock and roll, you know, no fucking around, just get on there and go hell for leather and try and get that sort of party atmosphere going.
I think there will be some fucking around, but in a good way, you know.
Good fucking around, not shit fucking around.
Shit fucking is bad. It's a bad activity. We're the Darkness, and we are tremendously excited to play at Ringsted in the summer. In fact, I'm slightly aroused.